Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be one of those, once again, crazy epic games between Flash and some random pro gamers on the internet. It's gonna be none other than Flash versus Bisu. We're gonna be having two games. They're gonna be both played on Citadel. I hope that I will be able to cast both of them. And here's the first one for you. I know that these games are epic. I don't pick some games that are not epic, guys. I mean, there are some other games that I play between these two players and some other games that is played between Flash and other players, but I don't pick them for obvious reasons. I only give you the best ones so that you can hope, to enjoy them, because I know you're very, very busy. I'm very busy. My life doesn't actually, revolve around Starcraft. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna be the map Citadel. You can see the map artifact here at the bottom left of the screen. The two players are gonna be spawning at the top end hemisphere with Flash in the red color at the 11 o'clock position, 10:30 maybe, and Bisu is gonna be in the white color at the 1:30 position. The map, once again, I remind you, is going to be Citadel. And if you want to see the map stats, then here it is for you. Citadel of Adun, basically 56, almost 56% win rate for Protoss, so I like it very much. And let's see what the players will be having for us today. And let me remind you, once going to this match this week, Bisu is looking very, very nice on the ranking. So if you look at his elo scores, it is something like what is it, number 8 or something like that, right? On the elo ranking, just above Light and Stork. Of course, Flash is not officially ranked on these elo rankings, so we cannot see him. But on Battle.net, Flash is ranked number 10 and Bisu is number 24. So it doesn't really mean anything, because these guys don't actually take ladder.net. What is it? Ladder.net. Okay, ladder.net is gonna be the new word, guys. So ladder.net means Battle.net ladder. So they don't take ladder.net seriously. They just play for fun. A player like Last just play against random bad opponents and try to go for nukes every single time or something like that. Yeah. All right. So what do we have going on for us here? Looks like scouting SCV from Flash heading right across the map. Bisu doesn't produce any Zealot. He produces 0 Zealot. He's gonna maybe go out to scout or maybe block this ramp. Looks like he's gonna be going for scouting. And let's see the direction that he's gonna be headed into. The two scouting units don't meet each other, so very, very lucky for Bisu that he will know exactly where his opponent's located. And during this time, what do we have going up for Bisu? Looks like he was gonna be going for an expansion. His enemy's already expanded. The good thing for Bisu is that he did not go for any kind of early scouting, so he did not waste any time at all with his probe to scout. Anyways, this SV is gonna get chased around the Dragoon. We need to find it. We're gonna be having a bunker coming up. The first Marine is gonna get produced coming out of the barracks already. The SV is gonna chase away. We're getting chased away by this Dragoon. Let's see what is Bisu doing. He's gonna check the bottom right. Not so sure exactly. Okay, what the heck happens there? I think I already saw this, right? So he might be going to check for some random stuff like hidden factories or something like that. And he's gonna go directly into a third base at some point. Okay, maybe I missed something, because this Dragoon is going like way out here. Maybe he's gonna try to intercept the SCVs. And we're gonna be having another Dragoon coming out of this gateway momentarily. He's upgrading Dragoon range. We're gonna be having a factory follow up for Bisu, which is nice. Alright, looks like Flash is going to be producing more stuff for us here. Just gonna be a factory for now. The SCV arrives and is gonna be able to get blocked by these Dragoons, and finally Bisu arrives at the front door. He will see the bunker. Will he try to get past the bunker to see the presence of the command center? He possibly doesn't need to. He can kind of suspect it. Yeah, and so basically both the players are gonna be gearing up for what looks like Flash is going up for second gas here and the academy, and looks like our Protoss Prince Bisu is gonna be going for Robo. Robo is gonna be almost completed. Dragoon range almost completed as well. So both the players are actually not engaging much here. Bisu doesn't even attack this bunker, but he will attack soon, because looks like the singularity charge, finally that is the name of what that is called, right? Is gonna get completed, which is gonna be nice. By the way, I've been kind of looking forward to some nice movies to watch, and the movies The Boy and the Heron. It's a Japanese animation by Miyazaki. I think the same guy who made Spirited Away and those kind of movies. You know, we have finally like a DVD version or something like that out. So if you haven't watched that movie in the theaters, you can definitely watch it now on DVD or streaming, and I'll definitely look forward to watching this movie. I'll possibly watch it a little bit later today, maybe. One of the benefits of living in a third world country like Vietnam is that you get to watch movies for free. Well, I guess technically everybody gets to watch movies for free, but if you don't live in a country like mine, if you watch the movies for free, you get into trouble. You know, you get grounded, you get into detention, you get into, what is that? You know, that session after school. Is it detention where you do something naughty and then you know, you are forced to sit in a classroom for 1 hour writing notes about, you know, how bad you have sinned? Is that called detention? Anyways, I used to get those when I was in high school. I went to high school where people spoke English. Anyways, what is this? What are we going to be seeing? Robotic support by Reavers almost completed. Some tanks coming out, and siege mode is almost done. So finally we have siege coming up here. Factory producing some Goliath and some tank, which is nice. Breaking these edges for a little bit more, you know, more flow inside of Flash's base. Where is Bisu going to expand? This base here could be a nice idea. Yeah, I think it's good because, you know what, even though Bisu's very close to Flash's base, there are two things. First of all, Flash is a very passive player. He doesn't like to go for early game pushes. He likes to wait until the end when he's got, you know, super nice upgrades to go for it. So, you know, he's not like Light that goes out with, you know, 2 tanks, you know, 1 voucher, 4 vouchers, 3 marines, something like that. So Bisu can expect to be safe. I mean, of course, he cannot be too comfortable, right? Because if you get too cocky, anyone will punish you, even though it's like a passive player like Flash. So he needs to be kind of slightly careful. Anyways, what's happening here? Some attack. I completely missed it. Looks like this Reaver comes in here and does some damages. We have 77 supply for Bisu, and for Flash it's gonna be about a teat of a supply, a little bit less here. These are going a little bit back down, and yeah, the tanks are slowly edging forward. So I guess Bisu has a nice contain against his enemy. He's gonna move back and pick up another Reaver because, you know, his shuttle with speed complete, so he might try to go in again. This observer is gonna have to leave. I like it. I like the fact that the observer leaves after seeing things, and I've mentioned to you, you know, I think Protoss players just get too cocky, too comfortable with observers. They just kind of keep observers where they are, and that's actually not good. You need to kind of fly them around, hide them, go in, take a peek, come back out, and those kind of things. So really keep the Terran player guessing is a nice idea here. Anyways, Probe's getting transferred to the new base. So Bisu's gonna have the economy to support his army here. Where is the shadow with the double Reaver? It's somewhere on this map. I need to find it. Okay, 4th base comes up for Bisu. So I guess Bisu is gonna be taking advantage of the fact that Flash loves to play very passively. We have a scan. He is scanning just the outside area. Observer's gonna get sniped, but Bisu saves it at the last minute. These tanks get on high ground, and looks like Flash is gonna be finally able to take his expansion. And Bisu is not so far behind. We're going to be having some slight engagement. Bisu is going to lose at least a single Dragoon, so he saves everything. So yeah, the game transitioned nicely. What is going to be Bisu's plan? Is he going for Citadel Dune and then what is that thing called? Orbiters? Alright, for the timing, it's going to be double shuttle with very nice scan to take what? I'll take out the observer. Looks like Bisu goes all the way inside the main. There's going to be some SCV running away. Double Reaver shot. They need to find a high value target. They go for the vulture, which isn't so bad. And Flash is scrambling to get back into his base. He's got some Goliath. 1 turret goes down. These Reavers going to stay here for the longest time possible. He's going to be going for the armory. You need to destroy the Goliath. 1 Goliath, I need to just have 1 shadow. Doesn't need both shadows. 1 shadow is fine because 1 shadow can still take out, you know, can still pick up the Reavers. But anyways, looks like all of the shadows and Reavers are gonna get destroyed here. But that final Reaver is gonna do a few more shots. It might go for that armory, or it might go for the supply depot. The supply depot is burning fast, guys. The Reaver's gonna try to take up more shots, and yeah, it looks like it's not gonna be able to do it. And everything is gonna get created nicely. But after that attack, looks like Flash is down about 20 supply compared to Bisu. So we shall see what is coming up next for us. Looks like we're going to be having probes transferred towards the new base. That was money well spent by Bisu, I think. He could have done a bit more damage, I think, but overall it's not bad. Anyway, some nice scan to see where probes are going, and look at how passive Flash is playing. If this is indeed Flash, I feel like he's kind of getting a bit rusty. Excuse me, because you know what, you know, in 2024 you cannot play passive like it's 2004 anymore. You need to actually, okay, something happened there. You need to actually just be out there with a lot of, you know, vultures looking for opportunities, looking for ways for harassment and stuff like that. Anyways, what's inside of Bisu's base? Citadel finally coming up. This is rather late Citadel, I think. You know, in favor of just more Nexi and more bases. Anyways, Flash continuously scanning the map to check, okay, where are your forces? Do you have high temperatures in positions already? Looks like possibly not, because the Balloon is just upgrading now, but looks like Bisu's gonna be making a lot of Zealot. He's pushing a very Zealot heavy army, 148 supply versus 101. He's got very nice, you know, observer placement as well. He would check, you know, is there some kind of weakness inside of Flash defenses? Yeah, this is Bisu's views. He just see a couple of mines here, doesn't see any turrets, but he sees a lot of vultures. He's getting ready to do that huge push. Citadel is completed, and now Bisu's getting ready to come in. Is he going to wait for another wave of forces? No, he comes in right away. He's not dragging mine. Okay, now he's dragging mine. The Shadow comes in, I think, with double Reaver. Looks like Goliath's going to try to pick it down, but not able to do so, and the Reaver's hiding all the way in the back. There's only one Goliath, and now the Reaver's going to land some Zealot in the back. Destroying a lot of tanks. Even though the tanks are on the high ground, they need to target the Dragoons. Indeed, the Dragoons are falling. That Shadow will finally die, but that is fine. Bisu takes out several tanks. Now at the last minute, these tanks survive, and Bisu get pushed back hard. He's getting to take another base at the 4 o'clock position, but that was a big failure here. And possibly Flash is gonna send some kind of weakness inside his opponent. Look at the upgrades, +2 weapons and +1 armor. Flash, the king of upgrades, the king of just sitting around taking, you know, endless hits, and then come back after 20 minutes and kill you. That is basically what is, you know, Flash's style here. Anyways, we're gonna be having Templar Archive with Storm being upgraded, which is nice. Bisu is recreating his army. Flash is up 4 bases. Bisu 4 + 1 is going to be 5. And once again, we're going to be having more attack and vultures coming out looking for harassments. Maybe no, looks like just gonna try to secure this high ground. But we have a Zealot that walks right in observer C situation. We're going to be having a Zealot that clears the mine, which isn't so bad. And now finally Bisu's going to be making some high temperatures. The game is looking very nice and poised with some big macro action in the middle of the map here. Alright, several scanning noises heard from Flash's side of the map. He is just checking for the presence of his enemy's troops to see if there's any kind of, you know, big army movements around. Yeah, Flash is playing like Best. You know, Best is the guy who invented this build. You know, basically just don't have too many probe saturation in your bases. Don't actually make that many gases. Just go for mass Zealot and some high temperature storming. It's going to be nice. Anyways, yeah, 4 base Flash. He needs to actually be a little bit faster here with his command center. It's been completed for a long time, and now he picks up his command center. And once again, Flash once again going on the other side of the map with vultures, and now Hydra is on the low ground. Looks like these vultures get pushed back though, so very good pylon that spots everything, which is great. The vultures back up. Zealot driving the mines into the vultures. Continuously scanning from Flash to check for the presence of, you know, whatever troops around. And yeah, what is this? Spotting pylon. Very interesting pylon placement here. And Bisu's gonna get ready to take this base, 12 o'clock position at some point. We are at the 13 minute and 60th second of the game, 14 minutes of the game. And it's gonna be 190 supply of Bisu versus 156 for Flash. We're gonna be having another major engagement here with triple Shadow. This Shadow has got double Zealot. It's gonna try to clear out some side, and more Shadow coming. Where are the Goliaths? I don't see it. Alright, we have some turrets, but this Shadow is gonna land every single Zealot among the tank field, the tank line here. This other Shadow has got high temperature, beautiful spread of high temperatures, but some of the high temperature was sniped. Not so successful, and now Bisu's gonna be sitting duck here for the tank shelling from the back. Need to pull back. Zealot's gonna try to move across and do some splash damage, but no. Bisu lost a lot of blood and meat in that engagement, pounding against the wall here, and Flash is still holding nicely. Flash still +2 weapons and +1 armor. His upgrades will soon complete. Of course, Bisu is also upgrading nicely. He's also going for, what is this, Skydarin Amulet, which is more Templar energy than you normally expect. and Bisu takes another base at the 4 o'clock position. Both the players have, you know, playing very classical chess here. If, you know, Starcraft is like chess, is like, you know what, no deviation. Just basically Terrans sit around, turrets, tank, supply depot, and minefield. And Protoss, you know, attack waves after waves. Anyways, Vulture's looking for some kind of harassment. They're gonna be going around, and this probe will not be able to put down the Nexus. I don't think. Okay, at least the Nexus goes down. The Vultures are getting ready to get on this high ground, but they will meet resistance on the high ground. Flash need to back up before he loses a couple of Vultures. Very, very good for Bisu to kind of see everything, you know, be in positions for some kind of counter movements. And yeah, Bisu's gonna make some cannons here. Flash is getting ready as well to take some new bases, I think. Alright, what is happening in the middle of the map? We're going to be having some small engagement between the players. Bisu clearing out these minefields. Flash has got very nice supply differential compared to Bisu. He's got +3 weapons and +2 armor. Bisu's got what? Let me check for you guys. 201 here. Bisu's on 6 bases +1 7. We have the Vultures getting sandwiched in the middle. This is not good. They need to pull back. Zealot need to be careful because of the mine drag as well. At the last minute, everything is looking good. Bisu is almost maxed out. Flash is getting ready to expand maybe. He's got his science systems ready. Does Bisu go for arbiters? I don't see arbiters. This is a very, a best kind of playstyle invented by Best, and, you know, just completely invigorated and perfected by Mini and Snow, which is basically no arbiters. 0 arbiters. Everything is Zealot, Templars, fast shuttles, and some Dragoons in the mix. Yeah, anyways, maxed out Protoss armies is looking scary. Terran is also maxed out. Bisu wanted to gain this high ground. The moment when Flash moves out, Bisu will move in here. So Flash is very careful not to move too quickly. He's almost maxed out. Needs to decide what to do now. He's still on 4 bases, and Bisu is gonna be on 7, right? So what can Flash do? High Templar is getting ready, and Probes getting transferred. I think it's going to be time for Bisu to transfer every single unit outside of his base. Every single Probes inside his main to go towards the middle area. And anyways, looks like Flash is getting ready to push out. This is going to be some crazy battles here. This Arbiter's got ready for maybe 2 storms. Bisu's got several shuttles ready. Alright, excuse me, I misclicked the speed. I changed the speed of the battles for a second there. But we're gonna be having some engagement, and maybe, okay, Flash takes this base. This is very interesting. Bisu, you know, 3rd base is gonna get assaulted, but that base has been mining for a while, so he won't mine. We're gonna be having tanks on the low ground. A lot of shuttles are flying. Not enough Goliath. Where are the Goliaths? Oh my god, this is like Jangbi Storm. He needs to cast several good storms, and he does cast 1 good storm, but, you know, not so sure if it's gonna be enough or not. He does cast more storm, and this is a pivotal moment here for Bisu. He get pushed back. This SCV gets trapped. He needs to kill 1 more tank, and these tanks will get destroyed. Bisu can pick up more forces with the shuttle because not enough Goliath. So this base cannot get held. You need to pick up more forces and fly them over. Of course, everything's gonna get created from this base, and Bisu takes on the base at the 6 o'clock position. Flash is not taking a 5th base except for this command center. He's got some forces there. These tanks are moving forward, but now we're gonna be having High Templars storming as well as possibly Zealot. Yeah, Zealot bombing just to clear some tank line here. Unsieging High Templar on the high ground. Could storm here. He's gonna storm the tank. Very nice storm to take out the that shadow need to run away now. So Bisu's gonna back up. He is fine to lose this base. He doesn't need it. As well as his expansion, he doesn't need those. He can actually fly them right here. Some shuttle and drive the tanks back into those areas if he wishes to. But I mean, this is all fine and dandy tactics, but you need to do something about the Terran 5th base. You're gonna be having some Zealot clearing out these minefield. Very, very nice. And the shuttle is gonna, you know, waste his life just to clear out some minefields. The tank's gonna be on this high ground. And I feel like, yeah, Protoss, they always forget about Terrans expanding. Oh my god, Flash forgotten about 2 SCVs here. You know, Protoss has always been so fixated with basically just attacking. And you need to, you know, think about during these battles, Terran is always very much likely to expand. So what do you do with that? What do you do about that, right? These are going to come out to support these probes, I think. Anyways, just clearing out once again the minefield and then backing up. And yeah, buying a lot of time for Bisu. Bisu's not losing any bases at the bottom right. Flash needs to do something about those bases instead of just pushing, you know, against the wall here. These High Templars are very, very good defensive units. Morphing into Archon is possibly not needed anyways. Yeah, that cannon dies, so these probes will need to get evacuated, but Bisu doesn't care. He's gonna come out here and clearing these fields here, but we have some vultures attacking, just being a minor nuisance here for Flash. Alright, looks like what is gonna be Bisu's strategy. He's gonna be losing this, but he transferred probes towards the other base, which is nice. Vultures clearing out. Oh, 3 Hydras getting sniped. That is not good. Oh, what? What did I see here? Carriers? Okay, I've completely forgotten about those carriers. I guess not forgotten. I just didn't realize they were being built in such a hidden locations here. And upgrading core, I think that is a nice idea. Air weapons and only 1 core, though, not double core. So anyways, this base might fall, but we're gonna be having more attacks happening. I mean, Flash needs to do something about the bottom right quadrant of the map, man. He's pushing out. Both of the players are maxed out. Bisu's gonna be retreating. Does he have High Templar reinforcing from the back? He's making a lot of buildings and forces, which is nice. At least he's gonna be on this high ground, and he's gonna try to stop his enemy's advancement a little bit here. He's got a shadow that flies through a lot of High Templars. Beautiful storm against the tanks. Nice D-Matrix, but it's not enough. It's not enough, and these forces get pushed back. At least Bisu is still holding nicely. Where are his carriers? Are they here? They're almost here. Another base goes up for Bisu right in the face. So for Flash right in the face of Bisu. We're gonna be having a shadow that flies in to drop some Zealot. Not enough Goliaths, and these tanks are completely sitting duck for the Zealot. Pull back the Dragoons. You don't need to have Dragoons in the area anymore. But I guess he's gonna just keep on attacking with both of the forces. And yeah, it's gonna be a couple of vultures clearing things out. These probes, so he's gonna try to make some more cannons. These Dragoons are at least gonna be able to hold this area nicely, I think. Dragoon pulls back, and tanks reinforcement from the back. What is gonna be Bisu's plan? He's got a lot of forces just hiding here, not doing anything. Well, what is this? Gonna be a second core. So Bisu loses his base, but before that, he's gonna be able to take beautiful storm against double tanks. They both get destroyed, so this base will get saved, maybe. Nice mind drag. That was ridiculous mind drag. And even more mind drag coming up, and High Templar could cast another storm against the vultures. But before that, looks like vultures tried to snipe it, but not so successful. So looks like for us, Flash is coming up to 6 base. Bisu is gonna be down a base, but he's got carriers created. I think Flash knows about it at some point. Right? If you check his scanning, at some point he will scan those bases. He maybe already scanned, I'm not so sure. Anyways, this cannon buying some time for the probes to evacuate safely. These probes can get transferred back into this base. And yeah, what's gonna be next? So this base falls, some cannons are falling as well. So it looks like Bisu is losing bases fast. Carriers finally arrived. They need to actually arrive a little bit sooner to save this base from destruction, but now I think he's still fine to just clear it out. He's got 2 High Templars in the corner. And with Speed Shuttle, it's very, very nice to reinforce and clear out some lonely tanks in the corner. Flash is not yet saturated this base. It's kind of slow as well. Both the players are slowing down in terms of APM. Well, I guess Flash is still 400, Bisu's is 280. Anyways, this Nexus, is it gonna get saved? Carriers have enough interceptors now. I think what are the upgrades? It looks like the cores are not upgrading nicely for Bisu's forgotten about some of the upgrades. Anyways, so we're going to be having vultures trying to attack this base. This base has been mined up for a long, long time, so Bisu will not mind losing it. He will need to actually just keep his carriers alive and build up the interceptor. Yeah, he's got more carriers, so total of 8 carriers for Bisu. He keeps this entire bottom right for the time being, so he's going to be building a lot of forces. I think Flash needs to kind of expand everywhere now. He can take these bases because, it's going to be very far for Bisu to reinforce, and I always, think Proton's players should keep an observer together with his carriers to clear minefields and stuff like that. But I guess maybe Bisu doesn't care. Wow, nice D-Matrix. EMP against the carriers, but maybe it doesn't really mean anything because his carriers are so powerful. Alright, looks like there's not gonna be any movements coming out, and Flash is just holding this side of the map. We're gonna be having okay, finally observers are trailing the carriers. We have how many carriers in this group now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 carriers. More carriers getting created. HT bottom right. Flash is not yet deciding what to do. He needs to decide to do something. He is gonna go out here and try to attack the bottom right. That is his only chance. He needs to clear out this base. But Bisu's got some gateway production as well. So that is going to be the problem. Bisu clears out some of these minefield. He's going to get attacked from the other side. Some High Templar casting some storm. Very nice defensive storm against the tanks and the Goliaths. So these, wow, that's a lot of freaking goddamn units from Terran carriers are looking very strong. Is it gonna be enough? Need to snipe the science vessels, and the science vessels is not yet dead. Probes need to run for their lives. These two get pushed back hard. The two Archon morph just on time. One Archon survive. Only the other Archon is dead before he can actually morph. And the probes are not yet, getting transferred. Bisu need to transfer probes and send them towards the space. These carriers are going for the counter attack maybe. What is Bisu's plan? He attacks in the front with some probe just to clear the minefield and take some hits. But there's way too many tanks. There are way too many tanks here in the back. And Bisu pulls back. At least he clears his corridor. Okay, looks like probes are running for their lives. The shuttle as well running for their lives. Not so sure what kind of forces we have. Where are the carriers? There they are. Where are the Goliaths? Oh my god, the Goliaths are out of position for a few seconds here. And Bisu comes in and he wipes the floor. He destroys the tanks. And for the timing, it looks to me like Bisu 175 supply, Flash 192 supply. The last of the cannon is going to be falling, but Bisu, his carrier fleet is looking very strong. What kind of upgrades is that? We need to check a little bit later. I guess we just check it here. He's upgrading one of the core, not both. Yeah, but how many carriers? Okay, he's got +1 weapons and +1 shield only. Attack from the north side. High Templar need to cast a storm. He's got 2 energy ready. He's gonna cast one more storm on the Goliath. It's a good idea. Carriers attacking from the back. Goliaths are not paying attention and not actually specifically targeting the carrier, so they're free to fire whatever the hell they want, clearing out several lone tanks. And finally now the Goliaths realize the danger is from the southern side and they pull back. But looks like the game is kind of stalemated. Bisu 164 supply, Flash 166 supply. This base have a couple of probes, but not many. What? How many freaking carriers? It's like this is easily a full control group of carriers, I think, coming from Bisu. Let's check how many carriers they actually have. It's at least 7 or 8, if not more. Carriers need to group up together and attack. What is he doing? He's gonna pull back and hide in the corner. Kill the science vessels. There's the science vessels that cast an EMP. That science vessel does some good damage. One of the carriers is really damaged. You need to pull back. High Templar storming from the other side of the map. What the heck is happening here? Why are the tanks not firing at the... Okay, looks like some Zealots in the area. This is why the tanks did not fire at the High Templars. And everything gets pushed back hard. Bisu is triumphing. Look at Flash's supply, 146 falling down quickly. But at least in terms of bases, what happens here? Looks like these SCVs will clear out very badly. I could not follow the action. There's just so much epicness going on everywhere. But Flash is running out of minerals. He's running out of minerals. And Bisu is on the win here. He's come so he's going to clear this command center. Tanks, Goliaths are going to try to attack. These two Archons are going to be beefing. This one carrier need to fall back. Flash is not targeting single unit. Now he targets a single unit. He's going to be able to get one carrier maybe. No, he gets 0 carriers. And GG from Flash. It's going to be Bisu who wins his first game. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.